Yeah. Now a bit waiting to see if the chat will work on my TV. It's again a surprise stitch with me. Needle. Will start. So far, I don't think there is any one here. So I'm Siske Stitches, of course, and I'm back with a live. We will see if more people will join in, and otherwise it's a live stitch with me. Voila. So I'm stitching today on Super Size Max Color Amazing Animal Kingdom. The big one from Amy Stewart. This is the ending of the right top corner. So if this is finished, we have the first full shelf done. I'm stitching this on 25 count even weave 1/1 full cross with royal broderie floss and a park. As you can see, I used already different methods on this one. I did a first diagonal, then a bit cross country, then the typewriter method. Good morning, Dolly. Hi, Mia. So now I'm just still doing the typewriter method, but in one row block. So picking the symbol from left to right, top to down. And then stitch where I can. And if not to the right, I park underneath. So that's what I'm doing. And normally, like now I have still part threads here, so I probably will stitch these now first away. And stitches at the door is open and he refuses to open it. So now he's like complaining, I cannot go inside. But yeah, that's stitch. Allez. Issues with my cable. Yeah, that's better. So stitch. And I just picked a new needle. It's a ballpoint needle. Size 37. So yeah, welcome. If you are joining me in stitching. Are you stitching now? Is it too early? I'm just starting. Hi Suzanne. Hi Crystal. Crystal is from Texas. Wow. Yeah, I live in Belgium, as you probably already will know. I'm just done with cleaning. So this is my first stitching for today. Suzanne will make some coffee and then start stitching. Is it today the Amy Stewart day? I think so. Probably a bit yogi today. It's Wednesday, eh? Yeah. It's Wednesday, the 12th of November, 2025 already. 1, 2, 3, 4. So I'm now going from right to left to stitch out all my park threads, so it's easier to go. Crystal says, I love your projects and your stitching is beautiful. Thank you for that compliment. And Suzanne says, no, it's the holiday sale today. But I'm working on the 2025 hate sale. Oh, did it change again? I'm not following. It's it changes a lot and I don't keep track of it, so. And now with the floss tube frenzy, I'm watching more floss tubes than following Yogi. So sometimes I read the covers on YouTube, but that's it. Oh, Suzanne says, I decided that I'm going to finish this Unicorn Valley. Yeah, that's a great goal. Did you set an end date for that, or is it just keep going with it? Whoa, that's a big goal, Suzanne. 800 stitches a day, and I can finish by December this 22nd. Mia says, just got my hate sale 2025. I just got out my hate sale. Have 6,000 stitches in. I will not finishing it this year. Mine has 2,000, so I will not finish it either. But that's okay. Milana says, hi Siske, I'm also stitching this one, but I'm only 2% in. Oh, Kingdom, the supersized max color. That's nice. Oh yeah, I didn't say where I started with my stitch count. So I'm starting with 161,505 stitches and 21.13% now. I already stitched 1,000 stitches so far this week, so I still need 500 on this to complete my week goal. Two, three. Oh, the dogs are still here. I cannot see them with this fabric before me. Good afternoon, Yorkshire Crafter. And Mia says steampunk portal is my saw. Well, my husband was stitching on it too the last days. He has also the steampunk portal and I have Jolly World. And the last 3 days he was stitching on it. He has one full page done. That's already what I know. And I thought he mentioned he was over 22,000 stitches. Susan asks me, are you going to do next year's soul? I do. I chose the owl, the wise and the brave, I think it's called. And my son, my oldest son, decided to do the battle, this is the ship. So, yeah. My husband said I will not participate this year, so he gave his seed to the son. He was immediately in love with that shape, so I was like, I'm not going to stitch that. And then he said, okay, I want to do it myself. So, okay. But my reason was in fact only the Amy Stewart chart. So it's not for a finish, not for anything else, just the Amy Stewart chart, and maybe I'm not even certain for the 6 pages. So we will see what happens next year. Suzanne says, that's great. I haven't decided which one to do. There's a lot of good decisions in this one this time. Love Drunk for Diamond says, hi Siske, and chat watching from the Netherlands. Wow. Ah, dank u. Yeah. In Dutch she says, you have nice projects. And I love your whip videos. See? Mia is also doing the Wise and the Brave, cropping it for the Amy Stewart chart, as the Amy Stewart chart. I think that's the most reason why people join this year. Just that Amy Stewart chart. And I think it's something to do with cross stitching, because the title was Cross Stitch Haven. So yeah, I think it's something that really fits our team as cross stitchers. Maybe like a set, like a desk with cross stitch supplies. I don't know. I'm just thinking. Suzanne says I'm leaning towards the bluebell. That was a flower one, I think. My decision was first between the owl, then the dragonflies. I know they have other titles, but I keep forgetting them. But then the mock-up wasn't like that for me for the dragonflies, so that was then a no-go. And the third one was the stone cottage, the house, the cottage house. That looks like Thomas Kincaid art, but it isn't. I was really surprised by that. So then I just said, pick your first ID, and that was the owl. But I have issues with green, and now I'm stitching green too. So I thought, okay, I will crop it, because I don't need to finish that fully. So yeah, we will see. But I like the tree with the little leaves. It's not just like the palm trees here, only green. It has the little leaves on it, and that's what I like on it. And if it would have been blue leaves, it was other leaves like autumn leaves, that was more better. But okay, we cannot have it all. For Suzanne, it was the sun, dandelions, or the bluebell. The dandelions was also beautiful, but I think that's something I couldn't stitch. Mia says, so was I. I really thought Kincaid had made a cottage. And Crafting Gamey Jamie said in one of her latest videos that she did a reverse image search for the cottage, and she came out of artwork from Thomas Kincaid. Suzanne says, I love the shape, but too brown. Yeah, I don't know why my oldest son loved that. He says I like it. So, yeah, if he likes it. Laura says, you're back doing a live. I've never clicked on the link faster. Welcome. Yeah, Suzanne says, I like the owl too, but too brown too. Well, this year I'm a bit sad too because I'm missing out of the bunny. Last year when I saw the mock-up, I was like, oh, all that green, and yeah, it's something I wouldn't stitch. I was sold on Jelly World, and now I still like feeling as FOMO for that bunny. I saw it stitched and it was very good, and now yeah, it's too late. So yeah, no bunny for me. That's maybe your choice now. That because Unicorn Valley is too much brown, you are saying I want to have other colors than brown. I think that's the reason why you picked the bluebell for Suzanne. Yeah, but the bunny had what was it? A green cauli? No, that was not a cauliflower. Yeah, it was a vegetable he was in it, but in the bottom there was like a purple rose, and that was really, really lovely. Mia says, I would love to have the white lion, but it's not happening. But for the white lion, you can still buy the mini on the website from, what was it? Carol? Carol Cavaleris, I think the artist is, and that will also be good. It's just a bit bigger. Suzanne says the FOMO was strong. I made sure I finished the 6 pages at least. Lara is also joining the hates. It's a cabbage. Yeah, thank you. Is also joining the Hate Soul 2026 with the skulls. Yeah. That was not on my list to pick from. the skulls. So my husband and I decided to give the Hate Soul to our oldest son for his Christmas. So I have his fabric already bought, and he will use sea floss. So I probably, or he knows he gets it for his Christmas. So it's possible he will get it himself too. I have all the floss here. That's no issue. I wanted to give it to him as a surprise, as a wrapped gift with Christmas, but my husband already told him. So yeah, that was not a surprise anymore. Mia says a friend of mine picked the skulls too. Yeah. I think the top 4 I just saw was I'm thinking of the bunny. The dragonflies, then the wise owl, the wise and the brave. Normally the ship was on 3, but now it was the cottage. Mr. Stitches, welcome. She says, I'm doing 2026. I have also done 2024 and 2025. I will be doing the Draconis. Yeah, the special one. So yeah, I was a bit sad that I couldn't wrap the soul anymore as gift for my son, because he already knows. My husband told him. But yeah. The good part is he started stitching again. He was like a long time not stitching. And now with that ship, he started to stitch again on his Randall Spangler whips. So that's a good thing. And Mia, you have the same one as he is stitching. The Cooking for Your Dragon Story Keep. Well, my daughter is like, I cannot do it. My oldest son wants to stitch only on 14 count. My youngest son wants to learn it, but he's still 7 years old, so it's still early for that. And yeah, my husband also stitches, but he's more a holiday stitcher. He's not someone who can stitch daily. He's like, oh, I have a holiday period, I'm off of work, then he will stitch. But otherwise, no. Yeah, he really loves his story keep, Cooking for Your Dragon. Then he has mini nap time, but that one was like a bit because he had a lot of background first of blue, but then he found his dragon ear and the head, and that was like, oh, that's nice. So there he was happy with too. And then he has another one, story keep from it's a pink book with the knight in it. Also one from Mendel Spengler. Medieval times, I think. It's written on it. So yeah. Mia says, my children never had any interest in stitching. They love getting them, though, ready, stitched, and FFO'd. Yeah, my daughter's waiting for her Tommy, the little dog. And she saw me stitching on it this week, and she was like, oh, he's almost finished. And I was like, yep. He was almost finished, yes. Yeah, he only needs one yellow boot, and then he's done. And his back stitches. Suzanne says, my son isn't interested in textiles at all, but he's an artist. He draws very great, but he will look at my stitching, especially if I'm doing a Studio Ghibli. Yeah. My daughter loves to color and puzzle, so yeah, if she wants to do that, it's also fine. It's not an obligation, of course. But she helps me with normally with preparing my floss tube, so putting all the whips ready. But now I changed to the Fridays, so she's then at school, so then I'm doing it myself. But like if I give her a list for to her to take them out for me, she will do it. And she really wants me to do the, what was it called? Floss City? From Carla's Stitching Journey. It's the game from Jessie Marie Does Stuff. And Carla gave it another name than Jessie. Yeah. And then she was like, oh, I want to do the the Hogwarts castle still. So she put 30 webs that I didn't really touch a lot this year in each room. So this each room has a whip, and some rooms has a character from the Hogwarts castle. So Harry Potter can be in it, Hermione, Weasley, all the characters she picked. She picked 10, so I don't know which 10 even. So if there's a character in the room, they get extra stitches. I think it was 100 extra stitches on the whip. So I'm just hopping through the rooms then. But she doesn't ask me, Mom, when will you do it all, eh? No, she said, I want to do that, and you have to stitch it. Yeah. So she doesn't ask me, can you do that? Do you have the time for it? Nope. You will do it. Just like with floss tube frenzy. I'm already I said in my last floss tube video that I would start from the week before, and now I'm already considering to just start from the day that I filmed it, because it's like everyone is posting more now, and it's about a lot of stitching already. She certainly has a mind of her own, that's true. She knows what she wants, that's also great. Sometimes I wish I would have that from her. I'm always thinking and considering, and what should I do and what is the best, and then I take like a week or longer to decide, and she's like, oh, I want that, and that's okay. Yeah. And she knows how she gets what she wants. Hi, Andrea. She's popping in, but she's still at work. She had a checkup with the doctor from school, and it was last month, my daughter then, and now at this morning I got the phone call that I have to take her to the doctor to check if her, what is it called? She has to take blood to see if her thyroid, I think it's that, still works. Suzanne says, I did ask Alex which sail piece to do, but he wasn't interested in helping. I think this year I didn't even ask them. I decided myself. They were curious what designs were in the sail, that well, but they didn't pick for me. And honestly, I wasn't going to do it, but then the Amy Stewart stall said I had to do it. So that was the only thing that, yeah, pulled me into it. or better said, dragged me into it. And the fact that they keep the chart from Amy Stewart as a mystery, that's another thing. If they would say now up front, this is the chart that you get extra, I think more people would join than now guessing what will it be. Yeah, it's that, the thyroid. Andrea is also doing the hate cell and chose the skulls. Mr. Stitches says, me too, about Amy Stewart incentive. Laura also, me too, I'm not bothered about the other charts, the free one, just the Amy Stewart chart. Yeah, and the fact that it's a mystery, yeah, I think that's a lot pulling people in. So I made an appointment with the doctor for next Monday for her blood taking. So we will see what then happens. Mia says, I showed my parents a mock-up of the Wise and the Brave and they really liked it. My dad has dementia, not sure will he remember it by the time the soul starts. My dad is 83 and my mom is 82. How is he? Is he now back at home? He was in the hospital last time we chat, I think. Milana says, I signed up for the Hate Soul 2026 for the first time only because of the Amy trial. Like I said, the most people will sign up for it just because of that chart. Andrea says, I liked about 10 of the charts, but chose the skulls due to less confetti and it goes with my English Gothic decor. I definitely want the Amy Stewart chart. Ah, Yorkshire Crafter also joined. I'm doing the owl. I was really drawn to it, but then the full reveal with the little robin, I have to do it. So we have another one in common soon for the Floss 2 Frenzy, yeah? Every time you stitch on it, I will need 50 stitches more to do on my whips. Mia says, yes, he's home. His mind is going bad fast. Yeah. That's not good, but yeah, it's also the age, I guess. Yorkshire says, oops, sorry. No, you don't have to be sorry. It's good. And Suzanne says, I like a lot of them. Yeah. Mia says the Robin also made it for me too. Yeah, it's one of the last one that was revealed. From the beginning we knew there was an owl, but the little Robin, that was a surprise. Suzanne says, I wasn't that impressed with the milestone chart, the first one. I liked, but the rest of them I could do without. Well, I love the one with the puppies. It's the one for the 3,000 members. From Greg Giordano, I think it was. So yeah, some people are hoping for the frog one. And the 2000 one, so we are getting closer to that. Oh yeah, and I bought the gift certificate, for the Heetsal, because I want to send it to Siske Stitches. But I bought it 3 days ago and I still didn't get my certificate and my account to send it to her. So I don't know what's happening there. Yeah, it's very frustrating. Because she knows it's coming, and now it's like I'm a liar because I cannot send it to her, but I paid for it. And if you read the thing on the description on the gift certificate, it says it has to be put by an admin into your account, and it takes 48 hours, but it's already 3 days. So I think yesterday was a holiday too in the US. So maybe that's one of the delays, but still, I will check if I now have it, but then I can send it to her later. Mia says, I love the bird in the tree you can pick if you stitch all of the chart. Ah, yeah. The white bird. And I don't know where to look in my account to see if I have the gift card to send. I don't see anything. No. It's still saying processing. Oh yeah, there is another one with cranes. Oh, no, who was the artist? Eh? I think it was De La Cortalia daar. Here, it's called Delicate Beings. It's this one. That reminds me of the that. Ha! Here, this isn't it? This one. Allez, open. Isn't this the same bird as the gift chart? This is indeed from Steve Hunziker. But this one, where is it now? Here, this one has also like that grain. See, from Della Grottaglia. Delicate Beings. I had to think of this one. Does anyone know where I can find gift certificates? Because I cannot see anything in my account besides from order history. Where is it? Here, my account, my wish list, compare, checkout. But see, I paid for it Sunday. And I didn't have my certificate yet. Susie says, I'm in the same time zone as had. It should happen today. I would think yesterday was a holiday called Veterans Day, celebrating all of veterans. Yeah, we had the same day here too. So maybe today it's 7 a.m. So I still will wait, but I still don't know where to look for it. So that would be good to know where to search for it. So it says processing, but nothing here like gift certificate or yeah. I don't know where to search for it. And they also said I wouldn't get an email. So yeah, that's not helping either. Hmm? So if someone would know where I can find it, that would be helpful. I'm not sending a mail yet to Michelle. I'm waiting. And I said to Julie that I will send it to her when I have it, but yeah. That she can join too. Yeah, and it had to be the certificate. We couldn't rack the cell immediately. So, yeah. At least it's not the deadline for joining. Mia says that was nice of you to do. Yeah, I am a nice person. Otherwise, I wouldn't do each month the giveaways in the group. And yeah, she said in her last Floss2 video. Hoe was het? Is het gelukt?
Ja, we hebben een half uurtje gezwommen en een half uurtje gespeeld.
Maak je me een dekentje? Yeah, so Judy, Silver Stitches, said in her last FlossTube video that she couldn't join because she didn't have the money. So when I watched it, I said to her, I will give you the certificate for the Heetsal, and then you can use the money that you would spend for the Sal to buy your fabric instead. So yeah, she knows it's coming, but yeah. And of course floss, but I think she has a master set, so that will be okay then too. And I also joined in the Sal from the Costa Studio, the Foxy Christmas. Was it? Yeah. And now today Betsy announced that there was something extra too. What it will be, I don't know. Maybe an extra charge or something. That wasn't specified. Waar ga je naartoe?
Ik niet.
Wat moet ik kiezen?
Maakt niet uit.
Yeah, the two eldest children are back from the swimming. They were swimming, so. Mia says, I got that salt too. Did you see the announcement of the new thing that was adding to the salt? I think Betsy posted it an hour ago. And then I start thinking when I will stitch everything. And then my children answers me, it doesn't matter if you like it, it's good. So it doesn't matter how many whips you have. The number doesn't tell much. Stitch. Ria is boven, Stitch. Mia says, I would need 48 hours in a day. I said that to my husband this week. I have too few hours in a day to get all the stuff done I want to do.
Mama, maar dan gaan de slechte dagen ook langer duren, hè?
Nou, dat is ook waar. My daughter says, when we have longer days with more hours, the bad days will take longer too then. Not only the good days. She's also true with that. Dan maak ik mijn koffie in de staart. Het zal al koud zijn. Heb je gedoucht?
Ja. En dan wordt het eerst 11 uur baantjes gezwommen en dan het laatste.
Mia says, oh, it will be delivered by mid-December. The special surprise that is. Mia zegt, she's a wise girl too. Susie says, I'm doing the salt, chose the wise and the brave. It was the Amy Stewart incentive that lured me in. Yeah, like I said before, I think 20 minutes ago, the Amy Stewart chart lured us all in, dragged us into it. Mrs. Stitches says, your language is beautiful. The Dutch one, you mean, probably.
Nee, kom. Als je wel loopt, dan ga je ook niet meer lopen.
Maar wilt hij binnen?
Want ik niet, jij loopt weg. Stitch, kom.
Stitch. Yeah, I can speak to my children in English, but Netherlands, Dutch, they will understand better.
Verstaat ze wel zo. Of ja, stempelen ze dit wel.
Dat lief?
Stempelen ze dit, versta ik wel.
Ah. Aan uw broer moeten vragen voor die patatten te schillen.
Zoiets vragen.
Het vlees ligt uit. yeah, that is. When I do a live, I'm not always alone. So, yeah. Then you have my children with me in the background. Of course. Minnie is boven.
Als Dutch Nederlands is. Wat is dat Duits?
German.
Henna. Kijk.
Ja. En de Netherlands is van Nederland, hè? Suzanne says, I speak English with my son, but we do blend in Swedish as well.
Wat?
Ze spreekt Engels met haar zoon, maar ze doet ook Zweeds. Ze praat ook Zweeds met haar zoon. Yeah, I have evenings that I'm just speaking French because they have to study French. And then they are like, I don't understand you. So I have some moments that I speak other languages with them too. Mr. Stitches says, that's great. It's lovely to hear background. Yeah. I have wool here. Will she say meow? No, not. Normally she's talking. A bit. It's the Maine Coon cat. She's behind my head. On top of my seat.
Niet naar vrouwke toe gaan, hè, Lolleke? Ja, niet naar vrouwke toe.
En ik denk echt de worteltjes. Goed?
Oké, dat gaat zeggen.
Als groentje? Goed
Ja.
of niet?
Dat blijft.
That was about dinner. For later this evening. You probably will hear the purring. Oh, Wally. Ja. I could say I'm alone, but in fact, never alone. I always have a dog or a cat with me. Yeah, Wally. Is hij de deur weer toegedaan? Op. Ah, the sky. Susie says my kids aren't even awake yet. Oh, but we have 4:18 in the afternoon. And they are awake from 7 this morning because they had school. So two more days school and then it's weekend for them. Heb je die deur terug dat ding opgezet?
Ja.
Sky wou je volgen.
Heb je mijn telefoon
Niet gezien.
niet meegebracht?
Nee, niet gezien. En hoop die ambetant in de gang, hè.
Oké.
Hi Katie, welcome. She says, I think we're 9 or 10 hours different. Yes, it's possible. Some parts in America with 6 hours and other parts are later. Are earlier. Yeah, that's it. So, and I know Australia now is sleeping because of Anne. If I message Anne, I know she will not answer me now. And she is then awake when I go to bed and after midnight. So Suzanne asks, are you on the West Coast, Susie? Yeah. So now I stitched out all the park threads. You can say you have still more, yes, but this is the new block, the new row. So now I'm filling in this part. Yes, and you can see here, I was tired of the long row. So I went back to my page. Stitchke. He is really a drama llama. Drama llama. Yeah. And he does that at night too, eh? So I don't sleep a lot. Suzanne says I've been doing 2x2 blocks on my height saw, minimum to max. Yeah. I'm using Pattern Keeper again. I got yesterday a message from Dawn, the Busy Mom Stitcher. She was asking me if she could get the page finishes in Saga. So I answered her that it wasn't possible to get the page finish, except if you use that selected area box for a full page, yes. But I think she wanted to use the diagonal stairs of blocks. So then she cannot do that. Wie is ze daar? Wat heb je nodig? Ah, Stitch heeft je nodig. Kom eens. Het is nog dat en echt een worteltjes. En het vlees leidt uit. Met vleesje. Nog iets? Stitch? We hebben de hele tijd de noten voor u. Ja, Busy Mom was really asking for the pages. Kom, Stitchy. Wil je op mijn schoot zitten? Kom. Ik heb een dekentje. Kom. Ah. Oh. Stitch want to sit on my lap. Kom, vent. Kom. Suzanne says, I check in Pattern Keeper if I want to see the pages, but I'm more of a row finish goal oriented. Yeah, well, I normally track by pages, so I still have some charts in Saga, like what was it? Animal Mix Panorama is still there. And I guess Daydream Tigers too. I didn't set them back yet to Pattern Keeper. So, yeah, it's okay. Numbers 38, 62. And I also had to undo my master set from Kingdom. That was what I made, and then the floss was in bags, but then it came loose. So I'm just flipping through them like floss cards now. It wasn't like I'm not going to do it, to redo it all. Yeah, that's the box for the page. I said that, but she wants the box for a 10 by 10 block and then continue to the next diagonal stairs block. So then you cannot have both the page and the 10 by 10 block. So that I set to Dawn too. Dos mis. I need to park it. The second one that's here. Oh. So now I'm just filling in from left to right, top to bottom. Picking my threads as the typewriter method. Suzanne says, I redid my master set setup and I'm finally happy with it. Ah yeah, that's still working. My master set is still I think I have it still here or not. The one that I showed in my floss tube still works. With the book flip thing. This one. This one still works. So you just open up like a book and you pick your floss what you need. That's great. That's still working. But the one for my kingdom, I use that a lot. And it's, yeah. How would it say? It's H? No. Because I use it a lot, it goes further. It's quickly broken. Suzanne says I have all floss drops now and then I have my extra floss in my file cabinet. Yep. But the three for my children and kingdom have their own set. Because I stitched most of the time on them. So yeah. Then we add stitch. Suzanne says I still have a few projects that have their own floss drops. Yeah. If other kids with their own flosses too, of course. But most of my full coverages, I use my master set. And this morning, the men in the street were working again, so I was already hoping they will be gone by Friday for my floss tube video. We will see. But they put stuff ready across the street, so as probably they will start there. So then it's by my neighbors, but we will still have the noise. Ilnio? Ilnio? He needs to prepare himself for his football training. Or his soccer training. Ilnio! Hij moet je kleren aandoen. Uw zus zal u helpen. In fact, it's keeper training today. But he needs to be ready, of course. Dressed for the training. Oh, I also was thinking for my whip parade at the end of the year. I know it's still November, but I was already thinking about that. And I decided to not to go over my 240 whips, because I only stitched on 100. So I'm thinking that I will select the whips where I stitched like 1000 stitches on it, and all what's under the 1000 stitches I will not show. So that will keep it a bit a smaller whip parade for December. But then in June, when the temperature is better and I can sit in my crafting room again, then I would do a full whip parade. So because now we have winter period, it's cold there, so then I would bring all the stuff to my living room, and I'm like not thinking to do that. So that's why I am making that decision. So first I was thinking to take the whips that all had more than 5000 stitches, but then there's like a lot that falls out of that whip parade. So yeah, then I thought maybe 1000 stitches is enough to see. The whips with 100 or 200 stitches is not really a lot of progress, so I don't need to show them. Because otherwise I have a whip parade of 12 hours again. And I film maybe 8 hours, but the hours within preparing and taking the whips out and putting them back, that's not seen, of course. Yeah, maar in June, or better said July, I am at home. It's then summer period, summer holiday. Then my daughter is here also to help me with filming. And in winter period, it's not that easy to do. So that's the reason. And I did in July a full whip parade, so within 6 months it will not be that much changed. We have Christmas period here too, but then my husband is home, and then he wants to have family time also, so I want to have it a bit easier in December. We don't have a lot already as family time. So yeah. Back in July when I filmed my last web parade, he was working. So that was another thing. Susie says, yes, Suzanne, I'm in Oregon, America. Ow, dat was in my finger. Ilja, vind je alles?
Ze is aan het zoeken.
Ik denk dat je broek daar nog ligt. Op het kussen. Naast dat boek.
Zus! Zus!
Suzanne says, yeah, 9 hours. I'm from California. Oh, that's too far. Yeah, that's too far to park. So we will just cutting it out. Ik zat er weer dat vuur nog een beetje aanzetten.
Waar heb je je piek genomen?
Die lag in de zetel. Ik had die zien liggen. Mia says, oh boy, I just bought myself a chart. Oh, which one? Now I'm curious, eh? Which chart? Let me guess. The crane one. Yeah, and then it will be my fault again. I'm putting my thread away, so that's why I pushed the magnifier. So that's gone. Oh. Yeah, the next color is 3818. Haha, Sitsi! Oh, Mia. Yes, and it's in Max color, so it's my fault again. Yay! Was it the one from Steven or the one with the 2 cranes from De La Crotalia? Well, it was not Steven Crisp. I'm giving you the credit and blaming myself. That's very nice of you. The Steven one. Yeah. The one that is the reward chart.
Het gaat de tuin bijzonder. Voor mijn broek, alles. Ik heb naar mijn broek aangedaan.
I was watching yesterday Stitching Mommy, and she said she wanted to crop Winter Cookie Party. And I was like, what? That's a shame. Do you know Winter Cookie Party? That's the one from Amy Stewart with the winter cookies and the tea pot. And she was like really cropping all, not like an edge, but really half of the chart. I was like, whoa, that's a lot. I was shocked by that news. Mia says, yeah, yes, now I can only stitch the owl and robin and leave most of the background. Yeah. I read a person in the Facebook group from Heaven Earth Designs, and she was saying she would only stitch the little bird, the robin, and all the other stuff not. Even not the owl. I was like, whoa, that's yeah, very brave. But I think with that page of the robin, she will still have the edge of the chest of the owl. Yeah, two more here. Yeah, you do what you want. Yes, it's true. I was like, wow. And when with the news from Stitchy Mommy, I was like, oh, what a shock. But indeed, she has to do what she wants. But yeah, the news was like shocking. Because I have that chart too. And I can't imagine I would crop it. Especially, she wanted to start 2 more of Amy Stewart. Was it 2 more from Amy? It's the one with the fair foot. And that she would leave in his full glory. And the other one was it a quick stitch butterfly ball? Or am I now thinking of Abby? I watch too much FlossTube now. Eh? I see a lot and then I don't remember who was it. With 21 FlossTubers to follow, I need the memory book. Oh, I would need to write everything down. Laura says, I have it too, going to start it next month. I can't imagine cropping it. The whole picture is fabulous. Yeah, it is. For people who don't know what I'm talking about, I will show you the chart here on my tablet. The one with the fair foot I don't have. And I really think it the other chart she would start was another from Amy Stewart with the quick stitch. Oh, what was it I just said? Let me think. Searching and thinking will not work together. Mia says, thank you for the company. I need to go. It was nice to take part in your life. Thank you and have a nice evening. Where is the... I need to search for it. Flip here it is. This is Winter Cookie Party, the Max Color version. And from what I remember, Stitching Mommy was cropping it to this middle part section. So all this edges with the plates and the cookies, it was all gone. Yeah, of course it's her decision, but it was like, wow, what a lot cropped. And then she said I would start the fair food, the one with the burgers and the hot dogs, and that she would leave as it is. And the other one was a quick stitch, I think. Or was it? No, it was a Sleepy Stitcher probably. Sleepy Stitcher was also doing that one. So now I'm thinking, was it Stitching Mommy or was it Sleepy Stitcher? The butterfly ball, quick stitch. Or was it together? Probably it was, they were starting it together. Ow. Now we are in the dark. Yeah, Susie says, I saw that too, but I love the reindeer cookie in the corner and she will not get that as all. Yeah, it's true. I thought it was the quick stitch butterfly ball and that she was stitching together with the Sleepy Stitcher. I can be wrong, but if I remember correctly, it was that. Now back to my kingdom. Yeah, it's their decision. I have something on my lap. Oh, it's Milou. Yeah, it's Milou. The black cat, the fake black cat. She has a little white spot under her chin. So I call her the fake black cat. Nah. Suzanne says, I have the kitchen max color and I want to start it, but I need to get a little more handle on what I'm working on right now. Yeah. And I saw Andrew, the runner stitcher. He started the circus shelf from Amy Stewart. So I have the Night at the Circus one from my little one. And he started the shelf with the circus shelf with the four shelves in it with circus stuff on it. What's it called? Marvelous Circus? Ah, hi Abra, welcome. I swapped the puzzle pieces last night. So you probably will have a like from me too. I had to sleep, but I was like, I want to sweep it first. because I was behind. Suzanne says, I did start the stitching shelf last week, but I think I want to work on that in season, so I may move down to the winter. Yeah, I could say that here with Kingdom too. Some people say the first shelf is what season? I would think they say it's just like summer with the rainbow and the sun. Then the next shelf is the one with spring. Then the third shelf is autumn, and the fourth shelf with the winter animals are the winter shelf. Some say that's the thing with this kingdom. But yeah, I have the stitching shelf too. But I work a lot on Kingdom, so I have 12 of 13 supersized Max colors. I have now already 4 a week with this one and the 3 for my children. And it was like, I'm already, having a lot of work with those to keep them going. That I put the rest a bit aside. Not like in timeout, but focusing on these, and then we will see later on which one I will pick up. Abra says I should sign up for another puzzle piece or two. So many stitches needed for my big bash game. Yeah, I thought yesterday or the day before yesterday I can do that too. So I signed up for it. I started with one with the wickets. And then I was like, with the Floss Tube Frenzy and the game that my daughter wants me to play, plus the Focus Weekly stuff I have to do, it's too much. So I don't know if I will get to that game. It's a nice game, but yeah, it has to be doable too. Susan says, I don't really have any goals for finishing, so like doing 500 stitches rotation will work fine. I'm just right now focusing on the Unicorn Valley. Yeah, and it was 800 stitches a day, so I wish you good luck with that. The first days will go, I think, pretty well, but after a week or two, I think you will say I'm done with it. I don't like to stitch under pressure. Andrea says, I'm working on Dominic Davison's The Country Church as my focus piece. It's very heavy confetti. I'm trying to decide which Amy Stewart piece to work on that's not too much confetti. Yeah, I can't say. This is not an option. All the Max colors that I have from Amy Stewart is a lot of confetti. Peaceful Vibes, for example. Yeah, I think it's just because it is Max color. And I also have sad news maybe, but I decided that I will UFO my traveling library because I don't like the mock-up. My husband said you have to buy that one, but I don't like it. And why? Before I start to stitch again, I will show you what I mean. I saw it stitched and I was like, I don't like the mock-up. And I know a lot of people will not agree with my opinion, but for me, he will be a vote. So this is a piece. This is the regular version, not Max Color version. But here, these I would say paintings. It's not paintings. These photos at the wall, you cannot see very well. This is all pixelated. And then my biggest issue is here with the lamp. Here, that's just like blurry to me. So I cannot give it all the time with a health book as details. So yeah, I am saying goodbye to it. That's my reason. And I saw it stitched. Maybe about it here. I first thought it was here. This was someone I saw it in the group, and this is not suiting me. And I thought doing of the max color instead, and I think when I looked at the mock-up, the photographs are still not visible what's in it. And then I will show you why I mean what's different for me. Traveling library is how big? How big is it? I don't know from head. Where are you? Here. It says 550 by 730, okay? With 90 colors. Then I want to show you my dogs in the library from Pink Free Crafts. And now you will say, what are you doing? I'm comparing what I want to show you here. This one. And this is another artwork, okay? But you can see what's in the paintings. You can see little details on the shelves. You can see here there is a bell. There are two dogs here. The candles, they are lighted. You see every detail. And that's what I miss in the traveling library. So this is 599 by 448. The colors is not mentioned, but I think I can count it quickly. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 12, 14, 16, 18, 20, 22, 24, 26, 28, 30, 32, 34, 36, 38, 40, 42, 46, 8, 50. So already over 100. 52, 54, 56, 58, 60. So let's say 120 colors. Does it say here the colors? That I count for nothing? No. But it has a little bit more colors, okay. If you say the max color traveling library, it will be 240 around. So this is the half of the colors, and it's much better charted, and it's not that big. And that I don't understand. It's smaller, you have more details, and it has less colors. So that's something I never will understand. So that was the decision about traveling library. And I do love the piece, it's not the piece. It's just I don't love the charting. And I cannot give the time to it that it's needed. And maybe it's not a popular opinion, I know. But it's what I'm feeling. So we do what we feel. Yeah, back to stitching. Yeah, Suzanne says it's understandable. I think I'm just too much spoiled with the charting from Paint Free Crafts. that, yeah, I am looking for all the details and I want to see it all. So I think that's my issue. Suzanne says, I haven't been doing full coverage very long. Well, for me, I'm stitching full coverages since 2017. So, the big ones. Yeah, Andrea says, I'm hoping for a supersized Max Color version. Yeah, I said to my husband, in fact, that traveling library needs that supersized Max Color version. Like I said, I already have 13 supersized Max Colors. I cannot stitch them all. So then it's for me they're stopping. That's, and especially because I know the like Free Crafts can chart it smaller with less colors with better details. Then I'm thinking, can I tell myself to stitch another supersized Max Color because it's not the same way charted? And I don't know. That's my struggle. Abra says, if you don't love it, you will not enjoy stitching it. It's not worth the time and effort to stitch on something that makes you unhappy. Yes, that's very true. And like I said, and maybe it's an unpopular decision, I know. But like I said, I am used to details of being frequent charting, and I cannot let it go. Suzanne says, I haven't done any front paint yet. It's like now I'm advertising. It isn't. I'm not paid for that. But it's my really honest opinion. Suzanne, if you pick one, you will not regret it. You will see the difference. Andrea says, I have 25 supersized Max Gold. Seems to be all I buy. I guess I am destined for punishment. That's a very heavy comment. Destined for punishment. Yeah. But it's not only that. I already have 4 in my hands a week. And I'm like, I need something else to... This is moving, eh? Yeah. I need something else. But in between, I cannot stitch only supersized Max Colors. Yeah. So it's not... Sometimes I think... I need to be careful what I say, yeah? Heaven and Earth can put out weekly 10-15 charts easily. Then I look at Pain-Free Crafts, at the Cross-Stitch Studio, at other charting companies, Charting Creations. They cannot do that. Their charting progress is different. They look at the details. They look at how it's charted. They clean up. Like Betsy sometimes tell us how many hours she's busy with charting at one chart. And in the end, it's a beautiful chart. So, yeah, sometimes I think by head it's just saying, oh, I'm having this cover photo, I'm putting it in the program, says 240 colors, max color version, this is the size, and done, prepping it in a chart and go. So I really wonder how the charting progress is with head. I really would love to know that. Suzanne says, I really like the mini size. I wish they were clearer. Yeah. And some charts are really good charts. I cannot. It's like Yeah. I did tell you about the comparison Jamie did about Dragon Race that was charted, the one that and the Max Color Stitcher is doing. And then it's charted by Freecraft. It's the same image. Two different sizes were made from it. Two different amounts of colors were used. And the one from Freecraft is more clear than the one from Heaven and Earth Designs. And if you don't believe me, you can check it in the Flosstube video from Crafting Gaming Jamie. Andrea says, I have several large charts from other places also. I have regular charts too. I think I have over 300 total. People keep enabling me. It's not about enabling at all. It's just also what you get. The quality. Yeah. For me personal, I want to have details in my work and I want to be proud of it because of all the hours we stitch in on it. So we started with the best chart we can get. That's my opinion. Binnen 10 minuutjes. So I'm trying not to offend anyone. It's just my opinion. So sorry if I offended. But that was not the purpose. Suzanne says, I've heard that as well. I think that's in my friend's opinion. That is too hastily done. Yeah. And another thing that I really don't understand, maybe. We have to pay if we request any supersize max color, whatever, what all the different versions are. So we have to pay for another version of it. But if you ask in charting creations, I want to have a large version of a chart, they do it for free. So that's another thing. Abra says, I'm busy making floss drops for my hate salt 2026. I have so many whips and charts and yet I still sign up for more. Will I not be back? I'm black. I'm back. Yeah, I know. I have 250 whips, so I'm also easily enabled. But also there, I'm thinking to UFO more. And then especially the ones that don't make me happy. Yeah, and the next color is 823. So I can only say, if you buy a chart, look at the details, look if it will make you happy, and buy it then. Look at the mock-ups. Suzanne says, I started the regular size sewing room from Kim Jacobs, but I'm just not happy with it, so I'm going to also UFO it. Yeah. You also can recycle your fabric. That's not a big issue, but yeah, it's sad we have to do that. Because we love the art piece, but yeah. Did you see in Stitches with Ebony her video? Not the last one, the previous one, the one before. She was stitching I See You in My Dreams from Heaven Nerd Designs. The regular version, I think. Wait, I will continue my story in a bit. Abba says, I love challenges and games. I can't seem to say no to a good soul. And Suzanne says, I only did maybe 4 blocks, so it's not like a huge amount to remove. Ah yeah, so you still can recycle it. But Ebony, well, I was talking about Ebony, her video, and I was really, I was feeling sad for her. She was stitching, or she is stitching the I See You in My Dreams chart. The lady with the colorful dress. And she stitched the face and then she stitched the hair. In her hair, she has all different kinds of flowers. The stitched version of Ebony, she has only one red glare. So there are no flowers in it anymore. It's just like one red blurry shape. And she already had a lot done. So I felt very very sad for her. Andrea says, I look very good at the charts. I'm very picky on what I get, but I buy them because I've had a few retire before I get them. I know, the FOMO is real, I know. Suzanne says, oh yeah, I did see that. So we have to watch every detail. Hij moest al gedaan zijn. Oh, maar ja. Je kunt toch met de fiets? En pak maar een regenjas mee voor de zekerheid. So I was really feeling very sad for Ebony. And in fact, I'm feeling sad for myself too. I have Rainbow Tiger. I told you about that in my videos already. I stitched almost 90,000 stitches on it. And I don't like the background. I like my tiger, but all the background not. The charting of it. So I was like, I didn't stitch on it since then. And I'm still thinking to bin it. But then my husband says, you put 90,000 stitches in it. You cannot put it in the bin. Yes, Suzanne, the face was good, but it's the hair part. I do have the chart, but I don't know if I have... Van Ebony. I will look if I have it here. Otherwise, I will look at the Have a Nerd page. She was very happy with the face, but then with the hair part knot. Yeah, that's this one I am talking about. Is this a mock-up?
Ja, ik heb het gezien, mama.
Allee, open up. Here.
Nou, we drukken.
Her flower crown thing. This part with ebony stitched. It's all red glare. Allee. Yeah, but let me take ebony with us. Oh yeah. YouTube. In Stitches with ebony. She showed it in her video. I think it was here. Was it here? No. This is a quick version, eh? Looking for Ebony, her video. Here. Here. See? This part? It's all red. Where are the flowers? Was this the mock-up? I'm looking for the mock-up. She already did a lot, eh? It's not... She says, I'm happy with her face, but the details on her hair, not. Ik weet het niet. Did she bring the mock-up up? Not, I think here. Here's it, she was showing it. So that was her mock-up and Pattern Keeper. A bit further away. So then she will do the comparison with her fabric next to it. See. That was the mock-up and that was what she got as stitching. So that's what I was searching for and saying what was the difference. Oh, hoe kan ik het terugkeren? So yeah, again, be warned in what you buy. Oh. And I need number 503. Sky. And I'm stitching Heaven Earth Designs, so what? Yeah. Rena says, hi, I'm listening for 10 minutes. Very disappointing for Ebony, but I wonder how you will know before you buy. Checking mock-ups. waiting before you buy if everyone else is stitching it and see what they have done if you like it. That's how I now pick my charts. So yeah, that's all that I can give as advice. And even not all mock-ups are real, like how it's stitched. So the best version is see it stitched from someone else and then decide if you like it or not. Ga je de dingen een keer laten zakken? And I had Magic Study from jawel, Suzanne, it was her Pattern Keeper mock-up. Rina says thanks, that's why I look at floss tubes. Yeah. Andrea says that's what I do. I try to see it stitched before buying. Yeah. I do a search on the group for the head group before I normally buy chart. If someone is stitching it and then see what I like from whether I like it or not, then I wouldn't have been disappointed like with the traveling library now, but it's okay. Yeah, and I was saying the Magic Study, I had started it from Heaven and Earth Designs, and then Pain Free Crafts started it. I bought the version from Pain Free Crafts then, restarted it, and I'm much happier with the result. Yeah, the gallery is also a great tool. And yeah. I do have a lot of Heaven and Earth charts, of course. But I don't like all the way of. I like them all of the way they are charted. Rina says, but some people are doing the Saul because they could get a new Amy Stewart design. That's true. I also joined in for that. But there is already a post in the Hate Saw group from Stewart the Stitches where he asked for a supersized max color of that Amy design. There is not an answer yet of an admin. So I'm wondering what they will do about that. But maybe we get a chart from Amy that's not enough charted. If you know what I mean. Ibra says 2026 is going to be a very low start year for me. I really want to get some major progress and finishes next year. That's a great goal. That's great. Suzanne says, since this is the first year I have started doing full coverage, I think I've started a few too many. Yeah. Can you have too many starts? I don't think so. Laura says I'm the same. April. Of April. Yeah. Who will say it? Suzanne says, but I feel right now like I'm at my saturation point. I don't have the feeling to start anymore. Yeah, I have periods of starting. Eba says, which is one of the reasons I signed up for the Hetzal free charts, lol. Yes, but I really hope, that the charting of the Amy Stewart will be good. There are 2 companion pieces released for the traveling library, and I can tell you they are not well charted. So that's very sad, and I really hope, out of the bottom of my heart, that the chart for the Amy Stewart exclusive design will be very well charted. Otherwise, I think I will cry. Rina says, but you paid $20 for. I rather buy a new chart I can choose. Yeah, the thing is, they say it's exclusive, and there is the point. She says, hope everyone has a great day, heading out to take my kids to school and then going to my stitching group that meets once a month 3 towns away. Oh, have a nice trip and have a nice time with your meeting. Andrea says, I have too many charts, so I'm not buying much next year, but I'm going to try a new start each month to get things going. Yeah. Always when I say I'm not going to buy anything, I see a new chart that I need to have. So I'm not saying that anymore. I was lured last week into a chart from Unconventional X-Stitch. I need to stitch it, and I'm talking about charts. And I think this will take the place of Traveling Library. I will recycle my fabric for this one. Yeah, I would better show you the mock-up. So this is a mock-up. Allee, ik ga naar beneden. This is the Nico Hotel. So, yep, it's cartoon style. It's drawn, I know, but I love it. I lived when I was in my teenager years in a hotel. I have a lot of cats, and I lost my cat in that hotel. So this is like a whole story of my life. So I needed that one. So I will reuse my fabric for this one. And she has another one. This is from Mr. Butter D or something. And there's one that reminds me of my daughter with the favorite colors I love. I didn't buy it yet, but it's still on my list. Where is my... I need to check. I sent it to my husband. It's his one. It's called Love, Music and Family. And this is so my daughter, she loves to listen to music, and the family is everything for her. It's from Mrs. Butter D. So I'm still on the fence to buy this one. But there is a lot retiring there. And I have this one on my list. This is retiring at the end of the month. I think it was this month by Ivy Dollamore. So yeah, I cannot buy everything. So the decisions to make is difficult. And I have one more that I had in my mind for my son. Where is it? It's in fact a girl that is gaming. Here it is. This one. It's called Loading. It's in fact a girl. Yeah, I have Rose Library too, Laura. Laura says I bought that Ivy Dollamore. And I love the witch one too. But like I said, I cannot buy everything. So this one is reminding me of my oldest son. Is in his gaming room. And the little bunnies have to do the work. But yeah, this is not retiring, so I still have time to get it later. Then we have this little bunny. This is retiring, sadly enough. So it's like 240 charts are retiring. I cannot buy them all. Yeah, that was everything. That is all. So yeah, decisions. And this one I also want to show you. This is the Crafty Cat from Free Craft Charted. Look, there is a charm here at this book thing. We say a bladwijzer. A bookmarker. It's a bookmarker, I think. So the scissors here, the details on the scissors. You can see the chocolate in the croissant. The keys, the whiskers even. It's so very detailed. I cannot understand this. Here even the cat's photo. Yeah. Like I said, I'm blown away about this crafting. Crafting as in charting craft. And now you're in the dark, I know. Hopla. Back. Yeah, you have to. You have to look at those websites. And then you can blame me again. It's okay. Hopla. Yeah, that's better. So, where were we? So, I really hope the chart of Amy Stewart will be great charted, because otherwise I will be sad. What is this, Sky? And I do talk a lot of my about my charts with my children. If I see something, I send it to them, and then I see what they answer. If they like it, if they don't like it, what's their opinion? We talk a lot about that. Or even my husband. And I have the Rose Library and started it, so that's already one that I don't need to buy anymore. but they make it difficult to pick from the retired ones. And the celebrating fairies that I just showed you reminds me of Tinkerbell. They had made some Disney movies about Tinkerbell, and that reminds me of that. Well, Suzanne says, "Oh, we watched those movies a lot when Alex was little. He liked them." Yeah, and they also, I have a couple of books that are for young children about the fairies, and I really love them. The stories and how they help the fairies of the animals and then the other ones. All the sections of the fairies, the divisions. And I once had earlier, a couple years ago, a game from Tinkerbell on the Nintendo Switch. Was it just Nintendo? Yeah, it was a game, and I loved that game. All the stuff you had to do, it was fun. Collect stuff, go visit the fairies, do jobs for them. I loved that game. So that's like all in one chart. Oh. 3363. I'm still in green. A chart can tell so many things. Sky. Our charts are even like books. They know all our feelings when we stitch on them, when we are feeling happy, when we are sad. It's like all in one stitching chart. Three, 8, 14. Nee, verkeerde. Wrong thing. Suzanne says, I've only been working on this one for the last maybe 2 weeks. I really do miss stitching on my Golden Gate Bridge. I love that one. It reminds me of home. Yeah, see? Our whips are telling more about ourselves and yeah. I will grab it from here. I got that one off Etsy. It's very nicely charted in my opinion. Yeah, there are great charters too on Etsy. Wat hè? Je ziet er nat uit.
Ik heb 4 keer over en weer. Ik heb 2 keer over en weer gemogen.
Dat is slot vergeten.
Ja. Hop, hop.
Laat best een keer de blaffituur zakken.
Hop, stop.
Ze heeft u gemist.
Dat zie ik.
En ik ben ook een keer bestiller.
Nu staan alleen nog maar de patatten.
Ja, en die pas binnen een half uur thuis.
Ik kan niet alles binnenmaken. Bestiller.
En je moet nog een najuin stoven voor bij de erwtjes en worteltjes, hè. Dus hij mag dat weer zo in 2 en in de blender doen. Ik zal het zo.
Hop.
Ik denk dat ze ook komen. Hè. Je moet de nieuwe pakken.
Dat is niet goed. Sorry, Stitch.
De Sorry Stitch.
Maar zeg. Hij ligt er zelf niet in.
Nee, maar omdat zij er niet in zitten, mocht de kat er ook niet in liggen. Ik heb zeer keel.
Hop.
Hopla. Pardon. I have a sore throat. I hope I'm not getting sick. I don't have time to be sick. Nee. just going over this one. No, fudged it. And my pair of scissors. Five, 9, 7. That's the final color of my box. Of that row. Two, 3. Wow, you are quick. Suzanne says I have only 400 stitches left. I think I will stop at 250 again today. And do the final 250 stitches tomorrow. On this one. I still need to stitch for Floss to Frenzy. Suzanne says hopefully I can get it done in 2 hours and then I can work on something else tonight. Yeah. I hope that too. Abra says, Siske, the little panda looks so cute. It's like he's watching you stitch. Yeah, in fact, it's true. His whole family is hidden. But they look the other way. So this one is really watching me, in fact. Yeah. I must say goodbye. I have to walk about work now. Okay, have a nice work day. See you later. I wanted to ask something to my daughter. Oh. Yeah, and now marking off. 1, 2, 3. And parking it. Ja, jong. Wordt een boek, hè? Tablet. En die broer moet nog sandwichje net leggen.
We kunnen de kaart al meenemen.
Moet niet met de kaart betaald, het gaat in mijn portemonnee.
Een chocobril?
Ja.
2.
En dan is iets met chocolade. En niet chocolade. Ik heb pijn. So, that part here is done. So, we go back to the left now. And then we see, again, more parked threads. So now I will just pick the one that's here on top. Hopla. So that's 1. 2. 3. Oh, the best thing, it's not green. Oh, I pulled too hard. Have a nice meal, enjoy your meal, and have a nice evening, Laura. Thank you for being here. Die is snel.
Er lag nog maar één.
En anders niks zo glad.
Nee.
Ja. Was de bril?
Er was nog een lange swisher en zo. Maar niets met chocolade.
Nee. Mocht het even duur laten zakken. Hoeveel was het eigenlijk voor een?
31.
Ga jij morgen boterhammen meenemen?
Ma,
Ja.
ga eens doen.
Ik weet niet.
Doei! Grotten! Een snoep! Grotten!
Ik is juist de kust. Ga je morgen boterhammen meenemen?
Ja. Zijn er nog kijkers?
Ik weet niet. Er zijn er wel een paar gaan eten.
Oh, wij kunnen nog niet.
Nee, het eten is nog niet klaar. Our dinner is not ready yet. 1, 2, 3.
22 kijkers zijn er. Ja, 22.
Maybe there's the bell. The delivery man. Maybe. There it is. Ja. Wil je het openen?
Zwaar. Laat je zien.
Hier.
Heute banaan is geworden?
Nope. Morgen.
Dat is voor jou. Stel je naam op. Sky up.
I also ordered the mystery soul from Vavaco with the Christmas edition, the 2025/3 one, with 24 ornaments to stitch.
Mama.
Als de adventskalender. Ja, geef maar. But it's not here yet. Kijk, kijk.
Er zit een kerstkaartje erop weggestoken met niks op. En een woordzoeker.
And this is here for Floss to Frenzy for next year to keep going. My new planner from Hannah Randall. It's a beautiful one. So I will show you what's in it. I have the one from 2025 too. So first you have the personal notes, then the years ahead, weekly routines. I'm not using that a lot. Those are the monthly calendars with each month a nice image. So the images on at the bottom change. Here it's on top, and here it's at the bottom. There's all images from Hannah. But then you have this, or this is all the 12 months. Then you have January goals here. And then you have 1 page per day. But here on top, all those images are different. So see, they're very nice. So that's for the whole year. And the weekend is on 1 page. And I have the disadvantage that on Sunday the most of my floss tubers post for Floss Tuber Frenzy. So there I have to scribble sometimes. And then at the end, after December, we have the forward planner and a notes page. And I thought there were more notes pages. Am I now wrong? Or has it changed? No, it's this. So this is a nice cover for 2026, and I have 2025 next to me. Blah. See. Oh, this is this year's one. I love the foxes. So putting this one there, checking. This is the same pages, how it started. It's the same, the months. It's all, this one was cute. Where is that now? Here. This is cute. The little cups. I cannot have enough from those little images. So now I'm writing, like today, I have 3 floss tubers posted. So I write it down. I still need to watch them to know how many stitches I have to do. But like for yesterday, it was floss tube number 392 from Stitching Mommy. to do 250 stitches on 360 degrees. But like I said, I started the 1st of November, so I'm still here. And what I all have to do. So yeah, it's a lot. And then I was thinking, I see more notes. See, here we have more notes pages. 3. And there only 1. But yeah, it's okay. It's a nice one. Oh, and my bookmarker fell out. And today we have a nice little cat here. Play with the cat tree. So later this evening I will watch those tubers. So that's also shown. And my husband will arrive soon from his job. So, no. Then you will have dinner. Hoppa. It's another addiction. Journals, planners. I have that already from when I was little. And I still have it. I think I have like 5 planners. And I love to write, so not in as stories writing, but really just writing. Susan says, "Do you watch Journals and Stitches?" No, I don't. I don't know that channel. What is special about that channel? She posts only once a month. She's my best friend, actually. And does she post how she do her journaling or stitching or? Previous years I had a bullet journal, but then it took so much time to write everything that I stopped with journaling. But I really love it. Boat. I need to write that down. Journals and stitches, was it? Do I have a pen? Otherwise I will forget it. I actually hate to write. Nah, wrote it down. Abra says, I love a good journal. I will have to check out that channel. Thanks, Suzanne. Suzanne says, I injured my hand in the 90s and so holding a pencil is very difficult, but I also didn't like writing before that. Yeah. For me, it's my wrist, so I cannot write as neat as before, but yeah, I still love to write. When I was like 6, 7 years old, I didn't do anything else than writing. And I took a book and I started to copying it. Wat mocht ik zeggen? Ik heb gekust.
Dat ze zien. Wat in mijn hart gekruist. Ik noem maar niet containermobiel.
Ik weet het. Ik zal het er nog een keer over gaan.
Dank u. Oh. Maar hij voelde je rauw ook niet.
Nu heb ik er 3. Klopt het. And then it's almost dinner time. Susan says she actually got me back into cross stitching. I had stopped after I injured my hand, but I used to do the sewing method and that made my hand hurt. So she showed me how to use two-handed. That's awesome. Yeah, that's really awesome. So I will stop here in this live because I hit my 200 stitches and I still only need 50 stitches more for today. So, and it's dinner time. So one more time the full piece. So I'm now at 161,705 and it's at 21.16%. Suzanne, also you are on target for your goal today. So yeah, I will leave you then. Thank you for everyone who was here, who will watch this as a replay. And yeah, I hope I could keep your company while stitching. So, and then I will see you hopefully back in another video. No, that's not too bad. 3 hours for 500 stitches. Bye everyone. Have a nice dinner. Enjoy your meal if you still need to eat. And otherwise, good morning, good afternoon, and good evening. Bye bye.